Hello, everyone. I hope you're doing well and preparing very well for the examination of IELTS. Today, we'll be learning about true, false, not given and yes, no, not given. This is part one of the lecture, and there are subsequent parts which you should follow after subscribing to our channel. Let's see part one of true, false, not given. Some useful tips. Sequence. All the questions come in a sequence. Keywords, they are of utmost importance, and you should make it sure that you mark them properly. You should locate the question, paraphrase the question, mark the synonyms so you understand where is the exact location in the passage. There are some controlling words like only, all, never. Make it sure you mark them. Do not spend too much time looking for one answer. Probably it's not given if you cannot find it. Don't worry, in case you can't find it, we'll come back to it later. Use the correct code, yes, no, or not given, or true, false, or not given. If you interchange the codes, you are going to be marked wrong. What exactly is an order or a sequence? Well, it's a simple concept. This side is the question, and this side is the passage. The first question is here, the second question is here, and obviously the fifth question is here. Rest of them are in between. Let's start doing the first passage, that is of part one. It's always a good idea to read the first sentence of a passage so you understand and your brain gets aligned to the topic. This is my first sentence. So before reading the questions, make it sure that you read the first sentence. Last month at an auction house in Germany, a single page from medieval manuscript went up for sale. So there's a sale going on of a single page. So let's see this. David Gura is trying to buy a book before it gets broken up. Among those who were trying to buy it was David Gura, the curator of ancient and medieval manuscripts at the University of Notre Dame. It was another chance for him to save part of a 15th century book of ours, which only a few years earlier had been broken up. He is now in a race to find the remaining pages of this manuscript before they disappear. Now, what exactly is he buying? Is he trying to buy a book? Well, the answer is he's trying to buy a single page because that is what is on sale. A single page. So he's not trying to buy a book. He's trying to buy a single page. So my answer is false because he's trying to buy a page and not a book. Let's see the explanation. If you can find the passage that only a single page from a medieval manuscript went up for sale, it can be seen that David Gura is one of the people trying to buy the page. Let's go to the second question now. David Gura works for the University of Notre Dame. So does he actually work there or not? We need to find it out. You know, a very good idea would be what? Does make it interrogative. David Gura work for the University of Notre Dame? It's a question mark now. This is interrogative. If he works, the answer is yes. If he doesn't work, the answer is no. If I cannot figure out, the answer is not given. So that's what the meaning is of true, false, not given. So let us see if he works for the university or not. So we'll read this and we'll try to figure it out. Among those who were trying to buy it was David Gura, comma, the curator of ancient. Now, this is the definition of David Gura. So he is David Gura. What is he? A curator. A curator is a position, a keeper of ancient and medieval manuscripts at the University of Notre Dame. So that means he surely is working. So does David Gura work for the University of Notre Dame? True, he does. So my answer here is true. The explanation is it's a straightforward question and can be easily seen that David Gura works for the University of Notre Dame. Highlighted keywords also match. The curator, University of Notre Dame. Now the last one. Only a small number of pages remain in the book of hours. So he says, the question says that only a small number of pages remain in the book of hours. So let's read this now. Last month at an auction house in Germany, a single page from medieval this, we have read till here. It was another chance for him to save part of the 15th century book of hours, which only a few years earlier had been broken up. So it had been broken up. So a small number of pages remained. Can we be sure about it? Do they remain or not? We cannot figure it out. He is now in the race to find the remaining pages. Now, if the remaining pages are actually there or not, we don't know. Of this manuscript before they disappear. So my answer here, I'm unable to find out anything. It is not given. It is not given. So that's the way you figure out the answer is true, false, or not given. Now let's see the explanation here. It is stated that only a small number of pages remain of the book of hours. Yes, there are remaining pages, but it is difficult to conclude from the passage whether they are less or more. We don't know. We can't figure it out. It's very unclear. Now, this is how true, false, not given, and yes, no, not given should be managed. Watch this space for part 2, part 3, and part 4. Thank you so much.